I'm just doing what I gotta do. Flyer than the rest of them, still got my Nike boots. Flyer than the rest of them, flyer than the rest of them, flyer than the rest of them, still got my Nike boots. Flyer than the rest of them, flyer than the rest of them, flyer than the rest of them, still got my Nike boots. 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 Doing what I gotta do. Still got my Nike boots. Still got my Nike boots. Still got my Nike boots. Still got my Nike. The revolution will proceed. Unification, the DMV I will achieve indeed. I decree I'm forming a new alliance, opposed to one poisoning the minds. They lying, I am only a fighter, in the form of a writer, in the form of a poet, potency in the mic.
Through the trade of war, I have slain men, yet do I hold it very stiff, the conscience to do contrived murder. I look antiquity, sometimes do I service. 9 or 10 times I had thought love yerked him more under the ribs.
'Tis better as it is.
Nay, but he prated and spoke such scurvy and provoking terms against your lover, that, with the little godliness I have, I did full hard forbear him. But I pray you, sir, are you first married? Be assured of this, that the Magnifico is much more beloved, and hath in his effect a voice potential as double as the Duke's. He will divorce you, or put with you upon you, or put upon what restraint and grievance the law will give him cable.
Let him do his spite. My services which I have done this signori shall out-tongue his complaints. 'Tis yet to know, which when I know, that boasting is an honor, I shall promulgate. I fetch my life in being from men of royal siege, and my diminutress may speak unbonneted to as proud a fortune as this that I have reached. For now, Iago, but that I love the gentle Desdemona, I would not unhoused free condition put into circumscription and confined for the sea worse. But look, what lights come yond.
Those are the raised father and his friends you were at best go in.
I must be found my parts, my title, and my perfect soul shall manifest me rightly. Is it there?
By Janus, I think no.
The servants of the Duke and my lieutenant, the goodness of the night upon you, friends. What is the news?
Let us greet you, General, and here quiets your haste post-haste spirits even on the instant.
What's the matter?
Something from Cyprus, as I may define. It is a business of some heat. The galleys have sent a dozen secret messengers this very night at one another's heels, and many of the consuls raised and met are at the Duke's already. You have been holty called for. When being not at your lodging to be found, the Senate hath spent about 3 several guests to search you out.
'Tis well I am found by you. I will but spend a word here in the house and go away with you.
Ancient, what makes me here?
If he tonight hath boarded a land carrack, if it prove lawful prize, he's made for ever.
I do not understand.
He's married.
To who?
Married to. Oh, come, Captain. Will you go?
Have with you?
Here comes another troop to seek for you.
Off into the...
It is Brabantio. General, be advised. He comes to bad intent.
Holla, stand there.
Signor is the ball.
Down with him, thief! Ah! You, Rodrigo, come, sir, I am for you.
Keep up your bright swords, for the dew will rust them. Good Signor, you shall move command with years than with your weapons.
That foul thief, whore hast thou stowed my daughter? Damned as thou art, thou host enchanted her, for I'll refer me to all things of sense, if she in chains of magic were not bound, whether a maid so together fair and happy, so opposite to marriage, that she shunned the wealthy Carl darlings of our nation, would ever have to incur a general mook run from her guardage to the sooty bosom of such a thing as thou, to fear, not to delight. Judge me, the world, if it's not gross, in sense that thou hast practiced on her with foul charms, abused her delicate youth with days of drugs or materials that weakens motion, I'll have disputed on. 'Tis probable and palpable to thinking. I therefore apprehend and do attach thee for an abuser of the world, a practicer of the arts, inhibited and out of warrant. Lay hold upon him. If he do resist, subdue him at his own peril.
Hold your hands, both you of my inclining and the rest. Were it my cue to fight, I should have known it without a prompter. Whither will you that I go to answer this your charge?
To prison, till fit time of law and course of direct session call thee to answer.
What if I do obey? How may the Duke be therewith satisfied, whose messengers are here about my side upon those present business of the state, to bring me to him?
There's no composition in the news that gives them credit.
Indeed, they are disproportioned. My letters say 107 galleys.
And mine, 100.
Not on just account, as in these cases, where the aim reports tist off with difference, yet they all confirm a Turkish fleet, and bearing up to Cyprus.
Nay, it is possible enough to judgment. I do not secure me in the air, but the main article I do perform in fearful sense.
What ho, what ho, what ho?
A messenger from the galleys.
Now what's the business?
The Turkish preparation makes for Rhodes, so as I bid report to the state by Signor Angela.
How you say by this change?
This cannot be, by no essay of reason. 'Tis a pageant to keep us in false gaze. When we consider the importance of Cyprus to the Turk, and let ourselves again, but understood that it is more facile question bearer, for that it stands not in such warlike brace, but altogether lacks in the abilities that Rhodes is dressed in. If we make thoughtful of this, we must think that the Turk is unskillful to that the least which concerns him first, neglecting an attempt of case, and again to wake and wage a danger profitless.
Nay, in all confidence, this is not for Rhodes.
Here's more news.
The Ottomites, reverent and gracious, steering with due course toward the Isle of Rhodes, have there enjoined them with an after fleet.
So I thought, how many as you guess?
Of 30 sail, and now they do restam, their backward course bearing with frank appearance, their purposes toward Cyprus. Signor Montano, your trusty and most valiant servitor, with his free duty, recommends you thus, and prays you to believe him. 'Tis certain then in Cyprus, Marcos Lusicos, is not he in town?
He is in Florence.
Write from us to him, post haste dispatch.
Here comes Barbantio and the valiant Moor.